Howdy everybody, Efour here, and welcome back to the channel for Season 6, Episode 7 of our FIFA 22 Youth to Gold save. Now in the last month, we had 7 games to play, and we only lost 1, drawing 2, and winning 4. It was a great return. We're starting to right the ship. This month, we have 5 games to play. Next month, it's going to be a doozy. I'm not sure how I'm going to format it yet, because we have 9 games, so it might be all highlights. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but that's getting ahead of myself. Let's focus on today. We have 2 games in the Europa League and 3 games in the league. We're going to be showing you, doing live comms on the game against Rangers in the Europa League and a live comm on the game against Southampton. So, let's dive in. This is the month in question. We have Rangers up first on the 5th, then we have Southampton following immediately. We're going to be using the second team again against Rangers, and we'll have the first team ready for the Southampton game in the league. We also have Newcastle and Brentford. They're both really far down the league. Southampton are right behind us in the league. That's why I'm going to show you that. And I don't want to show you the Cologne game because we saw them in last episode or maybe the episode before. I can't quite remember, but let's go hop into that game against Rangers. We'll take a quick look at the Europa League group just to refresh our minds and then get into that game. So here is a quick look at our group. We have 2 wins and a draw. The draw coming against Rangers in the last episode. You guys saw the highlights of it, so I want to take them on again today and try and get a win. A win here would essentially secure us qualification. It would secure us qualification because Cologne and Cluj could not better us, and Rangers would lose against us and only have 2 games left on 4 points, so they could just tie us. So if we win today, we guarantee qualification into the knockout rounds of the Europa League. That would be huge. So let's go take a look at the team. So like I mentioned, we are rocking with an entire team of second stringers in this game against Rangers. We have Smith in goal, a back 4 of Jonasson, Collins, Sans, and Carlson. Midfield 3 of Villalba, Lundberg, and Bauer. Kerr, Kamara, and Graham are the attacking 3 up top. On the bench, we have Bishop, Taylor, Nelson, Patino, Carlson, Schaefer, and Baker. Now, in the last episode, you guys saw in the highlights that Taylor and Schaefer came on to combine to equalize in the last game against Rangers. I'm going to try and not use the bench. I really like just giving these guys a full game to play. But if they need the help, we'll bring some people on to help us out and see how it goes. Our second team is honestly developing really nicely. The weakest points are the center back and the right back. All center backs don't look great. They are good. They play really nice in game, but just their rating is the lowest, and our right back is the lowest as well. I'm giving Carlson a lot of game time this season, even in the Europa League, because this summer passed in the transfer window, Borussia Dortmund came in for him, and so I know he has potential, and if other teams like that are trying to get him, I know there's a little player in there, so we're going to keep giving him the game time and try and develop him. But that is the team we are taking in against Rangers. If we get a win today, we secure qualification to the knockout stages of the Europa League, so let's go get it done. Something I do want to touch on before we hop into this game is Rangers formation. It's asymmetrical, which you don't see hardly at all from the AI in FIFA, or really even like Football Manager. Most of the time the AI uses symmetrical tactics, but they're using asymmetrical, and we know from last games Aribo gave us some trouble. Sakala up top is actually Fashion Jr., so both of those guys were dangerous last game. We got to watch out for them, but let's get into this game. And here we are. I'm having a lot of fun using this second team in the Europa League. Now, it won't last forever because once we get to the knockout stages, I imagine we'll come up against some better opposition. But maybe we'll slot some of the guys in to play along the first team to continue to give them that game time. We also have the FA Cup down the line that these guys could play in. Good interception there from Villalba, playing it into Bauer. And we're just going to run in with Bauer. No one's really closing him down, and he's fast enough. Can he get it backside for Kamara? He can, but he's unable to get it. And Villalba's header goes way high and out for a goal kick. And some things of note for this team that I've just noticed don't feel as good as the first team, which is to be expected. But Kamara is a good striker. We've seen him get some assists and some goals, but he definitely lacks the first step of Frank Baker. I've tried many times to kind of give him the ball and have him run past, and he can run past here in a straight line and slot it home as I'm talking about him. But his first step is a lot slower, but it doesn't matter. We're up 1-0. We get the interception from Sans, and it goes to Bauer, who finds Kamara on the run, and he just runs in and fires past the keeper to put us ahead. That early goal was huge for this young squad, trying to make something happen. Lundberg with an ugly pass, but it does end up finding Villalba, and we have Kamara on a run. Is he on sides? That's going to be the question. Can he finish? That's the other question, and he does, and it looks like he's on sides. Hit him with the worm. He's not gonna. He's just running. Let's see where he goes. Oh, he's going to come over to me, and we're going to embrace. Yes, Kamara. Yes. I will hug you. We're up 2-0. What a goal. Villalba finds Kamara's run, and he's off to the races and a top corner finish, and the Rangers keeper has no chance. This game is already going so much better than the last game against Rangers where they got ahead early and gave us some trouble. This game we look a lot more confident, which I like to see. Lundberg playing as the captain today, and Carlson's not able to get there. Poor pass from our man Carlson. Or, who was that? I think it was Hunter Graham actually trying to play Carlson in. Excuse me. And Carlson's there to intercept. Good play from the young lad. Just a wee lad. Going out to Sans. Back up into Graham. Down the wing for Carlson. And he is in now. Can he get that back post cross to Bauer that we need? It's not quite there, but it does fall to Kamara. And I don't get the shot off. The key difference between Lundberg and Patino is Lundberg's pace. He is a lot quicker at closing down, and what a save from Smith out for a corner. And that pace really helps out. I do enjoy it, but I think Patino's technicals... Oh, I thought that was in. Patino's technicals on the ball are what makes him invaluable and why I haven't pulled the trigger on making that a full-time switch. Lundberg, his passing and dribbling is developing quite nicely, but he's not Patino. Kamara is in here, played in from Bauer, and Bauer's just all alone in the middle. Gonna slot it past, hit him with the knockout punches. We already have dead fish, worms, and knockout punches in this game. Let's go. Kamara runs down from the pass from Baker, and the whole entire defense follows him, leaving Baker wide open in the middle, and he makes no mistake. Great pass down the wing from Carlson into Hunter Graham. And do we have a pass? We're going over. Oh, that's not where I wanted that. All right, Lundberg's going to get there and head it down. We got Kerr going on the backside and going to find Bauer. Oh, I thought he was going to find that pass through. We'll go down the wing to Jonassen, cross it immediately, and it is cut out by the defense. Can we get up? We don't, but it doesn't matter. That's the halftime whistle. We're up 3-0. This has been a comfortable game and a great showing from our youth squad, essentially our youth squad. They're doing a great job. Very excited. Let's get into the second half. Moving into their half, finding Kamara from Bauer, unable to get it off as Lundberg's dispossessed, but they make a bad turnover. Kamara takes the shot. It's saved by the Rangers keeper and out for a corner. That was almost very costly from them. I am enjoying this season. We are having a great year. Good shot from Kamara. Not quite the power needed. Collins can't get up, but he does body the attacker off the ball, so we can maintain possession. That's a terrible pass from Jonassen. One of the oldest guys out here on the pitch today. Jonassen, for a while, we thought was going to be our future left back, and he just stopped developing. Like a couple seasons ago, as we were pushing for the Premier League, I'm pretty sure, in the championship. That was almost bad. And I said ship there before anybody in the comments says anything. I was finishing championship. But, yeah, he's just really fallen off. He's a great player for these backup, or for these types of games where he can just play a backup role. But he is definitely not a Premier League level starter. Kamara does get past one, and it's too late for Bauer. He's going to be offsides, but it doesn't matter because the defender got there. One thing about this tactic that does happen is the wingers. They seem, I don't know if they're isolated. They get the ball, like here, Kerr's on the ball, but the attack comes through the middle for sure, and we're going to go down the wing to Graham, who's going to get it around the keeper maybe, and he takes one too many touches out for a corner. But Schaefer and Olofsson both really haven't had many assists or goals this season. Great shot from Kamara. He gets the power that time, but it is parried away by the Rangers keeper, and they deal with it comfortably. Now Rangers move into our half. Aribo on the ball, back to Kamara. And can we get them off the ball here? This is a bad spot. Lundberg chases back and does get into a great defensive position. And the attacker gets the ball there. Great save from Smith. Smith really is such a great goalkeeper for us. We saw it in the Man City game in the last episode. Yes, we lost 3-1, but I mean, all the saves he had were insane. It could have been way worse if it wasn't for Smith. We have Kamara running in, and we're going to slot this over to Graham just to be cheeky. Oop, and there it is. Hit him with the worm. We got another dead fish. Sorry, guys. We haven't seen the worm today officially, but hopefully we can get another goal, and you'll get to see it. And it was just a breakaway. Bauer running in, playing Kamara in, and I saw Graham's run and wanted to get him a goal, and there it is. We're up 4-0. Playing it into Villalba, down to Kamara again, and oh, he's in. This is another one for him. A hat trick. Oh, I spoke too soon. It whistles just past the post. Rangers move into our half, trying to loft the ball over the top. Carlson's there to get it out, and he has done a great job playing defense today. Now we hit him on a counter yet again, and let's see if we can get cheeky with Graham, and he can get around him, and can he do it? Oh, I thought he had it. Saved by the keeper. And here is the ensuing corner. Graham's going to whip it in. Let's see if Kamara can get up on it again. He's unable to that time. And it is out of our area, but they have a terrible touch there. Going into Kamara, I think that is. Heavy step. Into Villalba. And Villalba's shot is blocked. And they get it out, and our attack is thwarted. But they are moving into our half now. Let's try and get a clean sheet. I know Smith wants it, and there it is. We win 4-0. A huge statement win from all of our backups. That was awesome, and with that, we qualify for the knockout rounds of the Europa League. So I'll probably play the second string team against Cologne even, just to continue to give them a run out, save the first team. In the next month, we have so many games, and it's going to be hard to figure out how to rotate the squad. But again, getting ahead of myself. That was huge. We'll take a quick look at the Europa League table, and then we'll take a look at the Premier League table before we hop into that game against Southampton. Really fast, some interesting news. Just a reminder, we have resigned as the United States manager, so we're not picking the team anymore, but Ian Kerr, our backup left winger, 73 overall, got called up for the United States friendlies, which is really exciting. Go Ian Kerr. I know there's a player in there. I really enjoy using him. I'm excited to see how he continues to develop. And here is a quick look at our group. I know my head still blocks it kind of, and I really apologize about that. It's Efour United, Cologne, Rangers in third, and Cluj at the bottom. Now, if we lost to Cologne and they win both their games, they would definitely finish top of the group, and we do want to finish top. We're still going to use the second team against them. I'm confident we can beat Cluj, so even if we lose against Cologne and we beat Cluj, we would still win the group. But what a great group run we've had. 10 goals for, 3 against over 4 games. Our defense has looked great in this competition. Now, let's go take a look at the Premier League. So we are in 5th position on 18 points. We are well off the title. Even if we won today, we'd still be 10 points behind top of the table Liverpool. But if we win today, we could also move all the way back up into 2nd if Manchester City do end up losing, which would be very nice for us. So we'll see how it goes. We have the 2nd best offense in the league, and our defense has definitely gotten better. Yeah, way better. They're no longer 2nd worst. They're about 6th worst, which isn't great, but it's an improvement. So today we're taking on Southampton. They sit in 8th on 16 points, 2 points behind us. That's why I wanted to show you this game. They're not a bad team. They haven't lost a game. Wow, I didn't even realize that. They have 3 wins and 7 draws. That is insane. But we got to go in. We got to take care of Southampton today, try and get farther up the league and really starting to secure those places in the Champions League that we really want to fight for. So let's go take a look at the team. So it is business as usual in terms of team selection. We have Smith in goal, a back four of Ojeda, Bishop, Aguado, Taylor, Patino, Nelson, Patino, and Carlson. There we go. Make up the midfield 3. Attacking 3 are Schaefer, Baker, and Olafson. Just some quick highlights. Baker's gone up to an 84 now, which is awesome. Carlson's up to an 88, which I think we already saw. Bishop's now up to an 84. Aguado has now hit 82. Taylor's on 82. Our boys are developing so nicely, and man, is it exciting to see. On the bench, we have Sans, Lundberg, Villalba, Bauer, Kerr, Graham, and Kamara. We're going to keep them all on the bench. We could bring Collins on maybe for Sans, and just a quick comparison between them. Sans is just better at technicals. Really, Collins is just great at good at defending and really physical. But Sans, I think, is a more well-rounded player, and I think I want to use him, so we're going to keep him, and I'm pretty sure his defensive awareness is really high. Yeah, it's an 80, which is insane. Collins is a 72, which isn't bad, but an 80 defensive awareness for a 17-year-old, very nice. Now let's hop into this game, try and secure 3 points today. Southampton, I feel like, is a team that we need to beat. On paper, we're a better squad, and if we want to really be in those Champions League spots, we have to beat teams like Southampton. So let's go try and get it done. And here we are. Just a quick update. I know in the January transfer window we'll do an official update on stats for the season. Frank Baker is still the top scorer in the Premier League. And here's Schaefer trying to add to his own tally. Getting around. Doesn't get there, but Frank Baker's there for the rebound to add to his tally. That's 11 goals on the season. Hit him with the dead fish. What a play. Schaefer dribbles all the way in and is kind of unfortunate to not get the goal himself, but Baker pounces on the rebound first to put us ahead 1-0 within the first 5 minutes. Here's Southampton are moving into our half, looking a little dangerous. Now, one player that I know Southampton have, or they did, I don't know if they still do, I need to check. Yusufa Moukoko, good shot, and I think Yusufa Moukoko is number 29 up top for them. Very dangerous player. Gonna be, good save. Borussia Dortmund sold Erling Haaland to Man City for a cheap price for arguably the best striker in the world. $75 million in total, I think, is what it goes to. Carlson's back post. Can he get there? He cannot. Baker is there and unable to get there. But with Borussia Dortmund selling Erling Haaland, it left a void, obviously, in attack. Now, they did bring in Karim Adeyemi from FC Salzburg, who looks like a good little player, touted to be an amazing striker in his future, but I'm not sure. He's not Haaland. Erling Haaland is insane. Just the amount of goals he scores, it's video game level goals. It's really insane. Going down that's not where I wanted that, Charlie. But Moukoko is at Borussia Dortmund and is going to be, I think, fighting for a opportunity to slot in as Haaland's replacement. We'll have to wait and see. Here is Southampton on the edge of our area. That was a long-winded explanation. Good save from Smith. Poor shot from Southampton. Playing the ball into Nelson from Baker. Going back to Baker. Over to Carlson, who's there. Gets it. What an ugly shot from Carlson. I don't know how. I missed that. Southampton move into our half yet again. Moukoko on the ball. They also have Luka Jovic up top. I did check. And what a shot. Great save from our key man, Smith. And here is their corner. I don't want Aguado chasing that out. This is going to be ugly because Aguado is chasing it out. The reason I don't want Aguado chasing it out is so that if they do end up crossing it over the top, I don't want to pull my center back out, and he's too slow. He's not going to win that leg race. Because it would take one of our key jumping defenders out of the middle, which would be bad, obviously. But, he is so strong. I am really enjoying him. I know we didn't bring in the world-class center back that we had talked about, but he is awesome. Playing it up into Baker. Going to walk it over, and he is dispossessed. Great defense. That's actually Lucas Hernandez, who I think is at Bayern still. And now, oh, man, they're hitting us on a counter. And we're closing them down with Bishop. And we do end up getting it. Trying to pass it out. Going up into Carlson here. We could hit Baker on that run, but I want to get it down to Schaefer. And poor pass from Carlson. Going over the top for Frank Baker from Carlson. He is going to get there. Slowed down. But we're still in a great spot here. Patino on the ball. And there's the halftime whistle. We're still tied 0-0. And Southampton is not a bad team. Again, we cannot sleep on them. We really need to get out of here with 3 points. And here Southampton are in our area, right on the edge of our 18-yard box, trying to play some good defense. They have good strikers. They have good players. We have to be careful here so we don't get burnt. This is a game we really need to win, and what a shot and what a save from Smith. I feel like I say that about 6 times an episode. He is awesome, and man, do I love having him in our squad. The fact that, I know I've said it before, but we got him in the very first episode. I wanted Olafson to... Oh my goodness. That is now back-to-back episodes with crosses, or I guess the other one was a shot, but just a ball whipped across, resulting in an own goal. What a huge mistake. That's a terrible camera angle. We can't even see what's going on, but the ball is in the back of the net, and we're up 2-0. I also realized that at the halftime whistle, I said that it was tied 0-0. It was not. We were up 1-0. We scored really early in the game, and I honestly completely forgot about it. But it's now 2-0, and Southampton are trying to work it in. Ojeda gets there. I thought that might have been a straight red. That was quite aggressive from the Southampton player. Patino playing it into Nelson, who tries to get it around for Carlson and is unable to. Cut out, up into Luka Jovic, looking for a pass. I don't know how you say that name. Tete? I'm going to say Tete. I don't really want to say Teat. And Luka Jovic is in, and another great save from our man, Smith. So we are bringing on 2 subs before this corner, and they're a little bit questionable, but we don't currently run a wing back on our bench, and this is the first time I've actually had to try this. Ojeda is very tired, so we're bringing Lundberg on at left back, which will be interesting. We'll see how he does, and Sans is going to come on for Patino in center defensive mid. This one I am a little nervous about. I think we're up 2-0, and I think we're in a good place to see the rest of this match out. But this one could bite us in the butt. We'll have to wait and see. And here is Southampton's corner after our subs and after their saved shot from Luka Jovic. Played short to Tete. And here we are trying to play some defense. Trying. Come on, boys. Come on, get the clean sheet. It goes out for another corner and played into Tete yet again. He's one of their highest rated players on their team, actually, at an 85 when I looked at their squad. Lundberg gets that out. We're going to just try and turn and run with Nelson just to get a little bit of separation between us and the opposition. We're going to go back up into Olofsson, who has a great touch there, and he is taken out. Is it a red? It looks like it is. What's it going to be, ref? Oh my gosh, just a stern talking to. All right, whatever. Here is the free kick after that stern talking to. We're going to play it down into Sans. We have Nelson here, over to no one. Cut out by the Southampton defense. But Sans is another young player that I really want to keep giving the game time to. I really think he could develop into a good player. Something of note that I think is very... what a bad defensive play from me. Something of note, though, that I think is very interesting, great save from Smith, is that we've been scouting the United States, Sweden, and Colombia. The entire save, pretty much. The United States was the first scout we got out, and then Sweden, and then Colombia. But we have no Colombians in our first team, or really in our squad. The only one in our squad is Sans, backup center back. I guess Villalba. Villalba is Colombian. But other than that, we don't have many. I mean, for the United States, we have Ian Kerr. Oh, no. This is a bad spot to be in. It's a bad spot. Great save from Smith. We will bring Villalba on for Mike Nelson before this corner. But yeah, Villalba and Sans are our only 2 Colombians. We have a lot of Swedish players. And what a shot. Get up, Smith. Get up. Get there. Okay. I really want the clean sheet for Smith. He only has 1 on the season thus far. And I really want to see him get some more. Just because he deserves it. He's awesome. All right, Olofsson. Cut in. And try and make something happen. Or not. Just get dispossessed. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, I didn't really get to finish my thought. But essentially, Colombia has not been a very fruitful spot to scout. When we do another one of these saves in FIFA 23, I'm thinking about switching some of our scouting regions. We will keep the United States because I want to do that. I'm American and I want to see the United States national team do well. But oh no, and Lundberg is there, our makeshift left back. And there's the final whistle. We win 2-0, a big 3 points for this team, and a clean sheet. Now let's go take a quick look at the league table before we hop into those games off camera. I'll bring you back for the highlights of those. So I'll see you in a sec. So we jump all the way up into third position on 21 points. Manchester City did end up losing. Who did they play? Let's see. I'm curious. They lost to Crystal Palace, who jumped them. I was going to say Manchester City lost, which was good, but unfortunately Crystal Palace won, and we can now see who they beat, which is a great result for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace jump into second. We're only 2 points behind them, but we're also only 2 points away from 6th place Chelsea, which would see us back out of Champions League spots or any Europe spots. So we want to be in the European competitions. We got to keep fighting. I'm going to go play these games off camera. I'll be back in a sec for the highlights. Can I get a hing-a-ding-a-dargan? Since you guys were last with me, that 2-0 win over Southampton, we had 3 games, 2 in the league, 1 in the Europa League. Let's check out the highlights. First up was Newcastle, and we had the usual starting 11 headed into this game. Smith in goal, back 4 of Ojeda, Bishop, Aguado, and Taylor. A midfield 3 of Carlson, Patino, and Nelson, and an attacking 3 of Schaefer, Baker, and Olofsson. In the 22nd minute, Patino played in Baker, who slotted it in for his 12th goal of the season, and we were ahead 1-0. Then in the 55th minute, we were in as Nelson played in Baker, who chipped it to Olofsson, and he fired it in off the post, and we were up 2-0. We followed that up in the 76th minute on a breakaway as Baker played in Schaefer, who ran into the 18-yard box and used a cheeky pullback to get separation and curled around the keeper to put Efour United up 3-0, and that is how the game ended. Up next, we took on Cologne in the Europa League, knowing we had already qualified, with a second team starring Smith in goal, a back 4 of Jonassen, Collins, Sans, and Carlson, a midfield 3 of Bauer, Lundberg, and Villalba, and an attacking 3 of Kerr, Kamara, and Graham. In the 5th minute, Cologne had a corner that Michy Batshuayi got his head to with a shot on target that Carlson was unable to control, resulting in an own goal. 1-0, bad guys. Much later in the 72nd minute, Villalba and Bauer had a nice 1-2, seeing Villalba in where he grabbed the equalizer, bringing it back 1-1. In the 89th minute, Cologne had a dangerous opportunity to go ahead, but Smith made a great save to keep the scoreline level. And he followed that with another great save off the ensuing corner. In the 90th minute, he then made another key save on the next corner, and the game ended 1-1. We then went back into the league against Brentford with the usual starting 11, Smith in goal, a back 4 of Ojeda, Bishop, Aguado, and Taylor, a midfield 3 of Carlson, Patino, and Nelson, and an attacking 3 of Schaefer, Baker, and Olofsson. In the 8th minute, Baker played in Carlson, who ran past the defenders and slotted it home to put us up 1-0. With 21 minutes on the clock, Baker found Schaefer with a lofted through ball, and the rest is history. Schaefer ran in and fired it past the keeper, and Efour United was up 2-0. 20 minutes later, in the 41st minute, Baker played a give and go to Carlson, who found the return ball over the top, splitting the defenders. Baker controlled it with his head and finished on the half volley, and we were up 3-0. With 16 minutes to go in the 74th minute, Patino picked out a beautiful pass to find Baker all alone to pick out our 4th goal of the day, 4-0. And in the 85th minute, we were piling on the misery as Carlson found Schaefer down the left wing. He ran in and curled it around the keeper to see us grab the win, 5-0. It was such a good month for us and so much fun. We conceded 1 goal this entire month. Now, Newcastle and Brentford are at the bottom of the near the bottom of the Premier League, so that I feel like that needs to be expected when we play those teams. But Southampton was 2 points behind us in 7th. We still shut them out. We shut Rangers out, who scored 2 goals on us in the previous episode. We did concede a goal to Cologne, but it was kind of busted. Carlson needs to get a little bit better so he can handle those headers that come his way on corners like that. So now we'll go take a very fast look at the Europa League. You guys know that we've already qualified. We have 1 game left, but we're still going to look at it. And then we'll take a look at the Premier League and then the ever-exciting scouting reports. So here is a look at our group. Efour United in 1st, Rangers in 2nd, Cologne in 3rd, and Cluj at the bottom with 3 points. Now we have 11. Rangers and Cologne are fighting it out for that 2nd spot. And they play each other on the last match day of this group, which is going to be very interesting. Whoever wins goes through. If they draw, Rangers goes through, I guess based on head-to-head. Very exciting stuff, but super excited that we made it through this group. And not just that, but we won the group. Let's take a quick look at who else has gone through. Monaco's going through along with Legia Warsaw. Salzburg and Copenhagen are going to, well, I guess Molde could make it through. But Salzburg secured qualification, and Valencia got 1 point. That is crazy. Michelin and Bruges look like they're qualifying. Villarreal has a chance, but I'm sure it's a long shot. Wow, I can't believe Villarreal is knocked out as well. Manchester City obviously win. Nice are in the driver's seat as well, with Celtic 1 point behind them. Group C, Inter Milan and Hoffenheim are leading the group, with AIK, in theory, able to dethrone one of those two on the final day if results go their way. In Group B, Roma have gotten 5 wins from 5. Wow, looking really dominant. Genk and Nordsjælland fighting it out for that second spot. And in Group A, Olympique Lyon looks like they're through, and Pacos Ferreira and PSV are fighting it out for that second spot. So we'll just have to wait and see who we get in the knockout rounds. And another big thing to go over really fast before we leave the Europa League, winning your group means that you don't have to play the Champions League third place. So in the Champions League, the third place teams come down to the first round of the knockouts of the Europa League, but they play the second teams of all the groups. I'm pretty sure. I think that's accurate. It is, yeah. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the first seed of each group goes through automatically, and the other ones have to play, or the second seed has to play the third teams from the groups in the Champions League, the Europa League. Third teams go down to the Europa Conference League. So that's another big win for us, that we can avoid some of those teams and really try and make a deep run in this cup. Now here's where it gets exciting. We are all the way up in second position, still 10 points behind Liverpool. I mean, we're not catching them. They're dominating. They just beat Manchester City, which actually really helps us. It pushes Manchester City off our butts. Crystal Palace are still 1 point behind us, and Chelsea are 2 points behind us. So we're not safe, but we're back in second, looking really good. Super stoked about that league position. Hinga dinga dargan, you know what time it is. Grab some drinks, grab some popcorn, throw a party. It's time for the scouting reports. Our first look will be at the Youth Academy, and we have some guys still developing, looking pretty good. We've already talked about them. We're not going to spend much time here. Now let's go check out and see if we got any new youth prospects. And here we go. Christian Palmer, $1.8 million value. I think that's going to be mid to high 60s, which is super exciting. 6 foot. I'm pretty excited about this one. We're going to sign him up and check him out in just a moment. And here is a look at Christian Palmer, 63 overall, so a little lower than I expected. Looks like a decent player, terrible weak foot. I looked at moving him to striker, and that would take 63 weeks. I looked at moving him to center attack and mid, and that will take 2 weeks. So we are going to move him to center attack and mid. I don't really know why. I guess his shooting being so low is what makes going to striker so long. So we're going to have another center attack and mid. He's a little slow. We'll see what comes of him. He could end up being a player for us. We'll just have to wait and see. And another thing, at the end of this season, as we're nearing the end of this series, I think next season, instead of scouting Colombia, I'm going to scout somewhere like France or Brazil, something that I think might hit some more big youth academy players. I'm going to keep the United States. I'm happy to keep Sweden. We've had some good luck there. I don't believe in luck. We've had some fortunate experiences in Sweden. Some jolly good times. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What nation do you want to see? I would like it to be a big nation so that I can test maybe if you are more likely to get those really high youth academy guys, like we saw Lecomte in the World Cup, that 92 overall 19-year-old. I wonder if he just started like at a 69 or 70 as a 16-year-old. I don't know. Anyways, let me know down in the comments. I think that's my plan for the summer. If you have enjoyed that, leave a thumbs up on the video. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. It really helps a small content creator out like me, and I really, really, really appreciate it. This team's, we're figuring it out. You know, every season, it literally happens every year where the first month or two, we are super inconsistent. We finally hit a rhythm. 2 months in a row where we have dominated. We've had 1 loss over 2 months. Next month is going to be tough, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. But I'm so excited about this team. I'm really enjoying this team's journey through the Crucible. Until next time, Efour out.